The, a Minecraft movie is officially out, to very different opinions. Either people liked it or disliked it. I'm personally more on the positive side. I found it to be really fun, which I'll do a review at the end of the video. But, I also found fun? The marketing for it. The marketing for this movie was very well done. I see three main parts of the advertising. The first one is... Actually, before we start this video, I will say this contains spoilers for the best movie of the year. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, I suggest you put this in your watch later and then come back when you watch the movie. I know only like 3 people use that playlist, and I'm one of them, but I need the views, please! First are the toys, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, toys for movies aren't the best. It might just be that I'm not the target demographic for cheap action figures, but I feel like they could still try a little bit more though. Most of them are fine. The Piglet and Ghast are pretty cool with the sound and shooting gimmick, but it doesn't look the best in my opinion. There's one of those 2-in-1 weapon things being the sword and pickaxe, which again is fine. I'm not a fan of the diamond handle, but in the end I can see how this could be fun for someone. There is a plush of Dennis, and other plushies which I'll just add, and they all look genuinely nice. Mainly, I think because they actually have texture in the movie, which means they can be fluffy instead of that weird flat material, which I'm personally not a fan of. Next are the action figures. First is the Creeper. The Creeper is fine. Again, there's not much you can do with the Creeper, so it works. The Flint and Steel are very separate and small parts. Those are to get lost right as that box opens. I personally wouldn't have picked a diamond for the Creeper. I would have gone with a thing of TNT or a firework rocket even. But it's fine, again. The skeleton is good. It comes with its main weapon, a bow and arrow, and a bone which works. My only problem is the expression. Like, why is he looking at me like that? I don't feel safe. Dennis also looks good. I do like the fact you can take off the collar if you want to just be a wolf, or a dog that isn't Dennis. And it comes with the orb and crystal, which works, since he does take it to the normal world at the start. And finally is Steve. Or I should say the Jack Black action figure. I could complain about it just being Jack Black, but ignoring that, it's fine. All the extra bits also fit, so it's not bad at all. In the end, the toys definitely could have been worse, and I definitely missed some, but those are just a good handful. Next is the McDonald's Minecraft meal. You get the chicken nuggets or a Big Mac, and they are both pretty basic meals. It was basically the main item, fries, and a drink. But, they're better. If you got the chicken nuggets, you get the Nether Flame sauce, which is spicier than I expected, but flavor-wise, it was okay, nothing special. The whole thing was just how spicy it was. Everything came in a box that looked like a Minecraft gold block. All the items had special packaging, and most important of all, this introduced gambling. They each have one of 6 little collectibles inside. Either the Big Mac Crystal, Fry Helmet, Soda Potion, Birdie Wings, Grimace Egg, and finally, my favorite, the Hamburglar Zombie. At the time of recording, I currently only have the Soda Potion, Birdie Wings, and Grimace Egg. I want that Hamburglar one so badly though. McDonald's is going to start my gambling addiction again. These collectibles also come with cards that have a little code that you can redeem in Minecraft Bedrock Addiction. Addiction is crazy. These collectibles also come with cards that have a code that you can redeem in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Most are skins and a couple are cosmetics. The Soda Potion skin scares me just a smidge, but that's not important. Now, the Happy Meals have their toy, which is like this tile thing, where with the small ones you can put stickers on top to make them look like a block, I guess. There's also big figure ones that can just link to the other tiles as well. These toys suck. I'm also not a fan of newer Happy Meal toys. They really just aren't good, since they lack actual gimmicks and features like the older ones. I honestly can't see a kid wanting to play with these. Maybe the video game on the box will redeem it though. Yeah, there's a game attached to this. I don't know if this is just a new thing for this, or they just do that now. I wouldn't know. I don't buy Happy Meals. So the game is this short, 9-minute game where the whole goal is to click on Happy Meals that spawn, just to get ingredients to craft 3 things for each character. 3 for Steve, Dawn, and Garrett. You make the Fryaphone, Smile Armor, Golden Glass. For Steve, for a satchel. For Dawn, you craft the Happy House, Golden Smile Armor, and Apple Hat. For the Earth Crystal. For Garrett, you make the Golden Arch Bucket, Meal Cart, and Chicken Boots. For the Orb, you get this amazing cutscene, which I am replacing the background music because I would not be shocked if this is copyrighted. That was peak gaming. It was repetitive, but peak gaming. I do love the fact that the portal just falls from the sky a few feet away from us though. For the final bit of marketing I'm going to mention all the actual in-game things. There are free marketplace items and the movie event. Firstly, I'll go over the marketplace items. First thing is the Lava Chicken add-on. Basically it adds Steve's Lava Chicken, which is a food item. Shocking, I know. And when you eat it, you go super fast and leave a trail of fire behind you. Which, I messed around with this one for a while. It's simple, but it is fun. Next is the Minecraft Movie add-on, which adds weapons and enemies. The weapons include the Staff of Dominance, which when used fires a projectile that deals damage and creates an explosion depending on how much you charge it. Then there are the Buck Chuckets, which either crit, have extra knockback, or stun enemies. There's the Potato Launcher, which can shoot tots, which can be crafted by just putting a potato in the crafting table, and it can also shoot ender pearls. There's a Battle Axe that can do sweeping attacks and can launch mobs into the air. There's a spear you can throw, kind of just like the trident and stuff. And most importantly, there's a mushroom hat that has little particles and stuff when you wear it. This add-on also includes enemies, like the torch piglins that light you on fire, drum piglins that give a buff to themselves and other piglins, chef piglins with a butcher's knife, a pickaxe piglin, a spear piglin, a hammer piglin that can use a ground slam attack, a warrior piglin, a general piglin with a spin attack, and there are 2 bosses included. There's the Grey Hog, who punches its enemies and can fire fireballs, and Malgosha, who fires fireballs, pushes enemies back, and summons more piglins. Something in this add-on that I thought was really cool was the fact that, like in the movie, you can feed them netherwort to stop them from turning into zombies. I really like this add-on. All the items and enemies are really cool, even if they are just from the movie. And I wouldn't mind if these were actually in the game. I feel like piglins should have more in the actual game, so this is really nice. Then the next thing is a skin pack, which is self-explanatory. It is just the main characters, but the skins are really nice, so there are no complaints here. And the final marketplace item is the Minecraft Movie DLC, which is basically a collection of 3 minigames based on the movie. You first enter Garrett's store, and then you can go to the arcade cabinets. There are characters you can play with, but you need to either beat Garrett's score for one of the characters in each minigame, and you need to complete a challenge for the other one, aka do it faster or survive more nights. First one I did was First Night Survival, which is a minigame where you fight waves of mobs. You can go around the map to find chests and craft more weapons to fight with. I am pretty sure this can go on forever, so see how long you can last. When I completed this one, I got both characters since I thought it would eventually have an end, so I kept going then died. Then I realized it probably doesn't have one. Next minigame is a Elytra Chase. You have to glide through this canyon avoiding the ground, walls, and gas. You have to grab rockets to keep propelling yourself, and you can grab clocks to lower the time you've taken. This game was pretty difficult for me, but after a while I got the hang of it and beat it, and got both characters again on my first time, since I'm actually just that good. The final minigame is Mansion Stealth. You have to go through a woodland mansion trying not to get caught by enemies inside it. You can either just get out of their line of sight, or hide in places. Now, the goal is to get the crystal and lead. You can get saxophones to distract them for a bit, and again you can get clocks to lower your time. This was also difficult. I mainly got lost a lot and couldn't figure out where to go, but I finally found the right path to go as quickly as possible. When I beat it, I got the 2 characters again. Now, after you get all 6 characters, you get this cutscene of Garrett giving you the Gamer of the Year trophy, while everyone cheers for you. It was a very fun 1-hour experience for me. Even after I beat them, I still kept playing them since they are really fun. And I do highly suggest playing it. Now, the main in-game thing was the movie event, that when completed fully, gave players the Yearn Cape, which is really nice. This was actually the first Minecraft event I did, and I am so glad I did. It was one of the most fun experiences I've had in Minecraft that wasn't an SMP. The event had you complete 6 different quests. All of them had to do with one of the 3 things to do. First was a payload game where you moved a shipment of supplies pulled by llamas to multiple areas while defending it from piglins and illagers. Another was just mining. You can find treasures at spawners and just mine in general to get rewarded. Finally, there was a game where you had to defend the outer gates of the village from a wave of piglins and ghasts. You had to defend the iron golems from being killed so they wouldn't go to the wall. When you do the quest, you can get other rewards too. There were cosmetics to put on your avatar and emotes. You could also upgrade your armor and tools with the emeralds you got, and you could also get the cosmetics for inside the event. Now, my favorite part of the event is the map itself. The people who worked on this obviously put so much love and effort into it. All the buildings are unique, the NPCs feel so alive, and it's really nice to just look around the map seeing things. Also, can I say, the texture pack looks so nice. But yeah, it was just a really fun event to get a cool cape. Also, when you have an Elytra on, it has Jack Black on it. Just saying, actually peak. So yeah, that was all the main marketing things. Obviously not including trailers and small collabs. This stuff did make me way more excited for the movie, since it does show how much love was behind a good chunk of it. Now, I think it is time I actually talk about the movie. I found this movie to be very enjoyable. I was having a blast during the entire thing. This movie has such super dumb humor, which definitely fits the concept of Minecraft in my opinion.
Chicken jockey!
I can't imagine a super serious Minecraft movie, since I don't think anyone actually really plays the game that way. We all make stupid and silly stuff in the game, and what we see in the movie is just that. I love the creativity in this movie, with all the builds and designs and everything. Also, the props and background is just amazing. I want one of the square potatoes so bad. I would die for one. The movie has a constant theme of creativity in it, which is super important to have in a movie for Minecraft. Now, with the movie, I have some things specifically that I love. And one of those is that I do enjoy Jack Black as Steve. And I know so many people don't like how he was kind of just himself, and probably could have been played better by another actor. And yeah, I didn't see that, but I also see how good Jack Black is as Steve. Steve is a character with no personality. He is who the player is. Thing is, as I said, we all do silly stuff in our silly little block game, so having Steve be played by one of Hollywood's wackiest and high energy people fits in my opinion. Also, little thing, the beginning of the movie where he explains how he got to the overworld because he remembered he had free will was like the best way to open the movie, like genuinely amazing. Now, with the other main characters, I do enjoy them. Dawn, Natalie, and Henry are great characters. I just really wish we got more stuff about them, other than animal person, motherly character, and creative kid. Like, they work well and help with the story, but I feel like more time developing them would have been nice. Specifically Natalie and Henry. I wish we got more time to have them develop as characters and the relationship after their mom died. Add some more Dawn stuff, and I think those characters would have been better. Again, they are good characters, and that is just a small thing I would have liked to see. I did ignore one character, and that's Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison. He is literally my spirit animal. I love how he peaked in life because of a video game. Genuinely my favorite character, and I am so happy he didn't die. You can't kill Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison, Gamer of the Year 1989.
Whatever. I barely think about it.
Now, the mobs have grown on me. Like, actually watching the movie, they aren't bad. I think we just didn't expect them to do a mix of, like, Minecraft and realism. But I do think it doesn't look that bad. Especially the villagers. Like, after a minute I realized, these actually look fine. Also, can I say that
Oh, these dudes? They're the villagers!
Just has the same energy as if I just looked at a crowd and said, well, those are the humans. It's really funny to me. Also, I want to say, the piglins actually look really good. I love them. And also, I love how the iron golems look. Like, they look so amazing. It's great. Love all the cameos and references. Like, wow. Firstly, seeing Dante, DM, Mumbo, and LD Shadow Lady was really cool. I kind of knew they were going to be in it because of how they got to see the set so early, but it was cool. Also, seeing Jeb for like 2 seconds as a waiter was really cool. Also, the Technoblade reference was amazing. I am still so happy that we honor him and his legacy. The fights in this movie were actually pretty cool. The first one we saw was with General Chungus and his army. It was actually pretty cool and still funny. I love the fact that this movie just doesn't drop its comedy. It's genuinely amazing and it keeps the tone pretty even, I'd say. And the final fight was actually sick. I was not expecting a whole end fight scene in the Minecraft movie with so much action. Also, Garrett came back. It's peak. But yeah, the action entertained my little caveman brain, so yeah, I think it's good. There are a couple things in the movie that confuse me a little, like how Steve has elytras when he's only gone to the Nether once, and he got kidnapped when he did. So, like, how did he go to the end? That was, like, the only thing I was wondering, though. But there's one part I don't like, and that's the principal and villager B-plot. I mean, it was probably funny to someone, but that just wasn't my thing. Also, the ending where the villager speaks very formally was very strange to me. The main point people bring up for a negative is the plot, and And I can see that it is a very weak and predictable plot, and I think it's better than other possibilities. I love the piglins, and yeah, they were basic with all of them being creativeless drones, but yeah, that's the point of the movie, which is creativity. That doesn't need a thorough and detailed plot. Yes, they could have added more serious twists and turns, and that would have made it way better. And I'm not saying that it would have been horrible, and I would have disliked a deeper story. Like, I would have loved that, since, yeah, it was very obvious. But I feel like this movie served something else, at least to me. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I am so happy they did something that wasn't Ender Dragon related. Like, that would have been so obvious and basic, and I just wouldn't have enjoyed it. Now, throughout all of this, I keep mentioning creativity is the main point of the movie. And yeah, it is. Which makes the ending a bit more powerful, at least to me. Nowadays, everything is kind of boring. Most buildings are kind of just gray squares that don't have a lot of unique designs. I feel like we've lost important parts of our creativity. Steve has a lot of it, and puts it full force in the overworld, like how we put a lot of our creativity into our silly little block game. At the end of the movie, Steve is told he should join the others in the real world, and that he can still use and show his creativity. And as I said, Steve is the player, which means this ending can just represent how we should bring the creativity we use in our little block game to the real world too, which can make our real world as fun as our little block game that a good chunk of us grew up with. I could also be overthinking this. Also, since Jack Black sings a handful of songs, I will be counting this as a musical. A Minecraft movie is the best musical of 2025, no one can change my mind. Steve's Lava Chicken was peak musical writing, and better win a Grammy. So yeah guys, wow. That was my Minecraft movie video. I wanted to do this since Minecraft, like a lot of people, has been very important to me. I grew up with it like many other kids. I watched mod showcases, Stampy's Lovely World, that giant Crazy Craft era on YouTube, Minecraft parodies, and so much more. My recent Minecraft playing has been with friends on SCPs, and the movie reminds me of the stupid shenanigans that happen on those servers. I genuinely can't wait for this to drop on streaming, because I do want to watch it again.